a difficult question because when you start as five people, I'm giving an example because I've seen one example. The natural tendency is to start with everybody being equal because it's a very easy decision to arrive at the starting point. But that decision may not stand the test of time because over time you start realizing that a few people are more important to the organization or a few people are not as important as others. So then what happens is the motivation levels of those who are more important tends to be less than the others or tends to be less than what it ought to be. This is like equally true of family businesses where there are multiple stakeholders. And my lesson comes from there because I have operated in that environment as well. I think that this is a very, very difficult area. There are no simple solutions to this because when you start a venture, I think that to have a fair conversation about who is going to bring what and who should be given a better position in the venture is not easy, but we need to find that answer. Basically, I think that setting it correctly in the beginning is very, very critical. Taking this idealist approach of all five are equal is not going to work. I think that you should have a separate pool from which the contributors will be rewarded subsequently, and there should be well established metrics of how these rewards are going to happen instead of simply taking all five are equal approach. Same At the same time, I think that we should not make it too lopsided either. So I think that having an approach to evaluate this fairly and get it accepted by everybody is critical to organizations where there are multiple founders. So I think that you should have some mechanism to do this with people who are impartial and objective to help you along the way to carry this decision fairly and to take it forward. We should not get stuck after making a decision. That's very, very critical. We should have a mechanism to not only start the process but also to run the process of uh, stake distribution among founders until it reaches a steady state, and to ensure that you reach that steady state with a feeling of fairness. That is very important. Only then they will stay together. Otherwise, we are going to see things dissipate or move away from each other.